my name is Sherina Chantel, and this is the place where we believe in living to bless and not impress, and where we talk all things faith, life, and entrepreneurship. In today's video, I want to share my top tips for if you're wanting to start a business or start a side hustle. These are kind of the foundational things that I would say to start with. So the first thing you want to do is think about how it is that you're wired. Now, I believe that every person is uniquely wired. There's no one that has your exact story, strengths, the way you do things. Even if there's 100 people that are doing the exact same thing you're doing, no one can do it like you. What are your strengths? What are the things that you're good at? Where do you see solutions where other people see problems? And what are you passionate about? What would you do for free? So you want to start really giving yourself the time to really think about that. Feel free to map it out on a huge Bristol board or on a piece of paper and just get your thoughts out there. This is something that I did. I just put out on paper times in my life where time just flew by. Times in my life where I felt like I was making a significant difference in the life of someone else. Times where someone gave me back the feedback, I never thought of that, or oh my gosh, that helped me so much. So you want to think of those moments in your life where you really add value to people and where your strengths meet a need. Do you have any friends or family who constantly ask you about a specific subject? So for me, I constantly having people asking me and inquiring when it comes to areas of faith, life, and entrepreneurship, which ta-da! That's why my YouTube is around faith, life, and entrepreneurship. It's because those are the areas where I get asked the most about. One thing that you can do is you can text or email the people closest to you and ask them, what is one thing that you really see me doing? Or you can ask them, what is a strength that you see in me? What is something that you feel I am uniquely wired to do? And then take note of anything that comes up more than once or any patterns that come up. Okay, the second thing is you want to get really crystal clear on who it is that you're wanting to serve. The more clear that you can be about who it is that you want to serve, the easier everything else is. Because even when it comes to marketing, you'll understand, okay, what the pain points and struggles are of the people that you're trying to serve. You'll understand, okay, what services or products will meet those pain points and needs. You'll understand, where do these people hang out? How can you get your information or product or service in front of their eyes? And then also, when you understand your ideal client, a lot of women, they feel icky or weird about sales. Now, if you are genuinely meeting a need, you've created an amazing product, or an amazing service, and you know that this is going to help them get what they want, selling is so easy because it's like take it or leave it. You know what you're offering is of value. So you're not going to feel, ooh, weird, I'm trying to take their money. Like money is just an exchange of saying, I see value in this. And so if you're adding value, it's a no-brainer, and it's easy to talk about. Someone brings up a situation and they're like, oh, I have a problem with this. And you're like, oh, I created something honestly for that exact reason. What I created is XYZ, and it's to serve X so that they can have that exact same result. And this is how I do it. And then it's just so easy to talk about what it is that you do when you know that it's genuinely going to help someone. The better you know your ideal client and who it is that you want to serve, the easier it is to do step 3, which is identify what their pain points and problems are. So you want to figure out, where are their issues? What are their problems? Where are their pain points? What are the things that they are desiring or wanting? And then you can intersect, your strengths and how you're able to serve them with where their greatest pain points and problems are. And that sweet spot in the middle is a great opportunity for business. And so Sometimes we can guess or assume, but something that I suggest is just flat out asking them what's the top struggle that you have. What would be the one thing that'll help you move forward? Asking your ideal client this question will help you to get very specific on how it is that you can serve and meet that need. Okay, tip number 5 would be to put it out there. So remember, no one knows what's going on in your head or what you're capable of unless you show them. So people don't know what's in your mind. People don't know what's in your heart. People don't know the growth or what you can do until you show them. So for example, in the area of photography, you want to collaborate, you want to do styled shoots, you want to shoot and show what it is that you can offer. If it's coaching or whatnot, you want to have examples of people that you have brought from point A to point B. You want to be able to show the results that you're able to give other people, because people don't want to just take your word for it. They want to see themselves. A lot of times, especially students who finish school or who are in that transition period, it's like you can just wait for someone to give an opportunity. Like, I just hope someone sees me. I hope someone gives me an opportunity. I hope someone notices me, and sometimes you just need to put it out there. You need to show people what it is that you want to be hired for, what it is that you're capable of, what it is you want to be known for, what it is that you are skilled in, what your strengths are, and to just don't be afraid to put it out there, whether that's through blogging or on YouTube or on social media or Facebook. Like when I first started my business years ago, it just started with me learning and honing in my skills, but then I would share the results online, and family and friends took notice, and referrals started happening. And then I went into making my business legal and getting my business number, opening up a business account, all of that jazz. But before that even starts, you want to put it out there, what it is that you're wanting to do. If no one gives you an opportunity, create the opportunity that you wish existed. Also, while you're putting it out there, while you're testing your idea, a great thing about this is you get to check in with it along the way. So you don't want to go from A to Z, put in all this time, put in all this money just to find out that no one really wants it, or no one cares, or you actually don't like doing this at all. So putting it out there allows you to test it along the way. You get to see, okay, is this really adding value to people's lives? Is this really moving the needle for people? Is this meeting a need, a pain point? Am I getting reactions and responses? So it allows you to test it before you put in all this investment towards it. Step 6, you want to invest in both yourself and systems. I'm telling you, invest. If there's anything I can scream from the rooftops, it would be that. Invest in yourself and systems. So when you invest in yourself, I'm really proud to say that I've invested a lot into myself, into my learning. I've been out of school for a while. It's been 3 years now, but I just made that commitment to be a lifelong learner, and I can see the results from that. So you want to invest in yourself. You want to, so this goes back to step number 1. When you know what your strengths are, whether that's, taking strength finders or asking close friends, you want to hone in on those strengths. So you want to get better at what it is that you do. You want to learn your craft. You want to master it. So don't be afraid to invest in yourself, because when you invest in yourself, you'll feel more confident asking others to invest in themselves by investing in you. Another thing too is investing in systems. So sometimes when we're wanting to start a business or a project or whatever, we're constantly reinventing the wheel, and you don't need to reinvent the wheel every time. There are systems in place that will help make your life so much easier, that will save you so much time, that will save you so much money. That's why I love reading books. When you read a book, you can take what took someone 20 years to learn and learn it in a week. So it's the same thing with learning or adapting systems. So typically there's someone, even if you have a very unique idea, typically there's someone that has done it similarly. And what you can learn is what works, what doesn't work. You want to create a workflow You want to be able to present the same experience to every different client that approaches you. So one game-changing softwares and systems that I've put in place in my business, one of them, for example, is HoneyBook. I love HoneyBook. So HoneyBook is a client software, a client management software, but it allows you to keep track of every project that you have, every client that you have. It keeps track of your income, where your leads are coming from. You can do your profit loss statements, so you can see how much money is coming in versus how much money is going out, which is very important when starting a business. You want to make sure that you are profitable and that you're not just, having an expensive hobby. So I love HoneyBook, and plus every time that money comes in through HoneyBook, your phone goes cha-ching, and I just love it. It's amazing. Anyway, so email templates so that you save time and you're not writing the same email over and over. You still want to customize it to each client so it's personable and it's a person dealing with a person. No one wants to feel like they're talking to a generic template or a robot. But for the basic information that, or frequently asked questions, have a template so that you're not constantly reinventing the wheel. Yeah, anyway, so those are my tips for if you are thinking about starting a business, if you just want to deal with, just the foundational stuff of, okay, choosing an idea, choosing what it is that you want to do or start, and to start thinking about the type of things that you're wanting to create. I'm going to create a little worksheet for you that's just going to, again, underline some of these questions that I've asked. So if you're more visual like me and you just want to, work through these questions, I'm going to put it in the description box. I created that for you for free. So if you have any questions about starting a business, or where should you start, or any specific questions that I didn't quite touch on in this video, leave it in the comments and I will be sure to reply to them. Okay, this is so random, but have you ever watched a YouTube video and like 3 seconds in, they're asking you to subscribe and you're like, I don't even know you yet. Like, I don't know you. I just learned your name. Why are you asking me to commit to you? Anyway, I have that thought every time, but whatever, to each their own. If you made it all the way to the end though, I take it that you kind of like what you're hearing. So if you're interested in videos surrounding faith, life, and entrepreneurship, then please subscribe. And yeah, I'd love to do this journey with you. Mwah! Stay blessed.